Aloha, it's Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm here doing your monthly deep dive reading for our Sagittariuses. Welcome to Maui. Just wanting to welcome you to Maui. I am here now, and I'm in a temporary space for a couple more weeks, and then I will be moving to more permanent space. So bear with me as I'm shooting these videos outside. I'm making do with the table and all the different things that I have here, so just have to bear with me. It's very windy here, so I actually put my hair like back in a thing because it's like, it was going all over the place. So you just have to bear with me. But we are going to do our normal reading that we normally do, so it will be basically your theme for the month. We'll be getting some additional cards, and then we're going to be deep diving and doing a little bit more information about your romantic relationships this month. And then lastly, I've got some quick Feng Shui tips for sleep. So make sure that you stay tuned for the end of the video, because that will have some great information for you about how you can improve your sleeping habits using Feng Shui. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We've got 12 of the Awakening, which is Archangel Gabriel, and this is the card that is your theme for the month, okay? And so when we have this Archangel Gabriel card, this Awakening card, it really is about looking at things from a completely different perspective. So you'll notice in this card that she is upside down, right? So it's really about turning things on its head and really looking at things from a different perspective. The other piece that's important to remember around this is that sometimes we get in a spot and it feels like we're not moving at all. It's like this standstill. What they're wanting to let you know is this is temporary, okay? That's not going to last, and you need to take advantage of that time to do some processing, emotional processing, and to take that time to really look at things from that different perspective, okay? In all of this, it's important to be who you are, not who anyone else thinks you should be, or not who anyone else expects you to be, but be yourself, okay? Be true to yourself. That's going to be really important. All right, so let's see. I've got little rocks like holding down cards and all that here because it's really, the wind is quite strong here. I'm in Paia, so for those of you that have been to Maui before, you'll know that this is kind of the, well, it's kind of the hippie town, I guess, but it's a lot of, on this side of the island, it's, you know, the surfing is better and that type of thing, so it does tend to be windier over here, but, you know, without the wind, I think it would be really quite warm, too warm, I think, so I'm grateful, very grateful for the wind that is coming up today, but it makes it a challenge doing readings outside when it's so windy. My new place that I'm going to be renting is got a lanai that is more protected, and so there's not I won't have this much issue with the wind coming in there because it's kind of protected, and it is you know, a shaded area too, so it will be nice. All right, so let's see what else we've got going for you guys. We've got Page of Earth coming in for you. The Earth cards are all about how you make your money. I feel like I'm reaching it so far. This table is really big. So we've got this Earth card for you, all about how you make your money. It is a great news about financial matters, okay? So this is Yahoo! Good news about financial matters this month. It's also for you about wanting to do something that's more challenging, something that's more fulfilling, okay? So whatever you're doing right now, it's not cranking your, I wanted to say turning your cranking your boat. I don't know what the phrase is. It's not lighting you up. Let's put it that way, right? It's not really lighting you up. And so what I really see you doing is diving into a new area of study. And so that might be something where you're taking classes, going back to school, something like that. I really see you diving into something new, okay? So this is a new area of study, not something that you've already done, although it could be a new aspect of something that you're doing potentially, right? The Page of Earth as a person, Earth people tend to be very grounded, of course. This person loves to learn, so they might be someone that ends up being a classmate of yours or someone that you're taking classes with. They're very dependable, very patient, also very successful. So what I find with Earth people is they tend to really be able to take ideas and bring them into form, okay? So they can take something that's intangible and make it tangible. That's something that's a really beautiful gift that Earth people have, and that's what's coming in for this page of Earth. Okay, so then we've got the Two of Air coming up. Two of Air is all about, Two of Air is all about, air cards are all about the head, about the intellect, that type of thing. And it's about being in sort of a stalemate position where you're like unable or unwilling to make a decision is what's coming in around that. And so what happens with this is you're like pretending there's no problem. You're in this like stuck place, okay? So what they're wanting you to do is just make a decision, okay? You can't get it wrong. Just make the decision, all right, is what's coming in with that Two of Air. Okay, and then we've got Queen of Water coming in, so another duality card for you. Water cards are all about the depth of emotion. In this particular water card, the Queen of Water is someone that tends to be very, has a tender heart. They're very empathic, like they can sympathize, they have a lot of compassion for people. Again, very patient. So another patient person, the Page of Earth is patient, so is the Queen of Water patient. Queen of Water is more loving, okay, is just more like lovey-dovey, right, that type of person. As a situation, this is about relationships developing to a deeper level, okay? It's about trusting your intuition, so getting in touch with that intuitive sense that you have, and taking care of yourself and other people. So it's kind of that loving in relationships, loving in your intuition, the guidance that's coming through, and loving yourself. So it's kind of three aspects there that are coming through for you. Okay, so let's see what we've got for your romantic relationships for this month. Quick before they start blowing away, or put the stones on them. All right, so related to your relationships, your romantic relationships in particular, we've got finances and career. So what this means is that that's having an effect on your relationship. So your financial situation, your career situation is having an effect on your romantic relationships. It's a factor. So maybe you're working too much. Maybe there's money is tight, and that's causing some conflict in the relationship. Whatever that is, get really curious about what's going on and why that's coming up for you. What do you need to do to show up for that differently than you ever have before in your life? Okay? So showing up differently, reacting from a place of love, getting curious about what's going on, that can help shift things so that things can get back in the flow with your romantic relationship. Okay, we've got the codependency card coming in. Always a fun card, right? Codependency is really letting you know that there are some addictions that are affecting your love life. So addictions can show up in a number of different ways. It doesn't just have to be like drugs and alcohol, which is what a lot of people think of when they think of dependency, right, or addictions. Also, what can be coming up around this is maybe you're addicted to approval, being approved, that someone else approves of you. Maybe you are addicted to, something else, like it could be even food or social media or, distracting yourself, even talking. Like there's so many different things that can be, but just know that that's affecting your romantic life. And again, get curious. What can you do to shift this? What can you do to get out of that place of this addiction? And what is that addiction, what need is that addiction meeting for you? Okay? Because it's meeting some sort of need. Not necessarily in a healthy way, but you keep doing it because it's meeting a need. If you can figure out what that need is and a way to get that met in a healthier way, then the addiction will just drop, right? It will be easy to let go of. Okay, we've got the separation card coming in around romance. So what this is can be about a couple different things. Time apart for sure. Okay, so either your spouse or you is going on a trip, going to be away, whatever that might be. or potentially an actual separation in the relationship, right? Where you need some time apart, you maybe need to get this this addiction taken care of, finances taken care of, who knows what that is, or maybe your career is causing you to travel a lot. I'm not sure what that is, but it's there's that separation, and really just take advantage of that time to reconnect with yourself, right? It's a beautiful time to reconnect with yourself when your partner is not there as often. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Sages, for the month of June 2017. Stay tuned for the next video that will immediately follow this with your quick Feng Shui tips for sleep. Much love. Aloha, it's Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm here doing your monthly quick tip for Feng Shui. And I'm in beautiful Maui for this duration now. So just wanted to share with you some of the beautiful environment here. It's a little bit windy today, but it is a beautiful day again. So the quick tip for today is about sleep. So a lot of us, a lot of different people struggle with sleep, right? And there's many different things that you can do Feng Shui-wise to help adjust the energy around that. And the reason this sort of was brought up for me is because as I came here, obviously there was a time difference, so I had a 5-hour time difference, but I also have just had trouble sleeping, and there were some different things energetically for me in the bedroom that I'm staying in that were difficult. And so what I want to do today for you is to give you some really quick tips around Feng Shui for the bedroom. So number one, if you're having trouble sleeping, what is under your bed, okay? So take a look and see what is under your bed, because you are sleeping on the energy of that stuff. So if you have books under there, if you had, someone had a lot of movies that they were storing under there, even some violent movies, that type of thing, you're sleeping on that energy. If you need to use underneath your bed for storage, I recommend that you use, put soft things there. So like pillows or blankets or clothing, that type of thing, okay? So things that are soft. But if you can clear out everything that's under your bed, that would be the best thing of all. Second tip I have for you, what else is in your bedroom? So the bedroom, as you may have learned from my previous on love, Feng Shui for love, is really just for two things, for sleep, rest, right, or romance, okay? So when you look around your room, are the things in your room restful? So you don't want to have like exercise equipment. You don't want to have a lot of books, because books are, if you think about all those words floating around as you're trying to sleep, that's a lot of energy, and that can affect your sleep. So take a look and see what is happening in your bedroom, what's in your bedroom, and if it doesn't promote rest and relaxation, pull it out of there. If you like more of these tips, I do have these available in a deeper dive version. So I have a membership that's only $8.88 a month. And if you get the membership, you get the deep dive on Feng Shui as well. So we'll be diving deeper into this in the deep dive reading, or you can purchase a single reading as well, and there's a link below to do that. For now, aloha.